Welcome back, guys. So right now let's design the last page for this mobile app design. So right now come to my assets and I'll access my material design just to get the device frame. So I'll come to my material design kit and right now I'll come to my utilities. Then in my utilities I'll bring this in and that will be that. So I'll bring this in right now just to design the last page. So here we are. So I'll bring that in and I'm going to take out this actually. I'm going to take out this or this. I'm going to take it out. So here we are. So let me come to my file and let me access my iFi website and here we are. So I'm going to make sure this is zoom to fit and this is our iFi website and this is the blog page. So this is what the blog page looks like. So what we have to do, so let me just copy that a bit. So let me just bring copy. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to come paste it right here. So I'll say mobile app design. So let's come paste it right here so we could design something for the blog. So I'll paste it right here. So let me paste here. Yes, so here we are and we have it pasted. So I'm going to come right here and use the blog page. So I'm going to bring it up a bit and I'm going to zoom this to like a 50% just to see what we have. So these are previous blog page and here it is. So what I want to do now is to check this out. So coming here, I have to design the blog forum, of course, and the first thing I want to do is to bring in something like this. So I'm going to bring in something like this, Ctrl D. Yes, so this will be Ctrl D and I'll bring it up. So I'll say bring to the front and I bring that to the front. So here we are. So I'm going to just come right here and I'm going to fit it in the right way it should. So I'm going to fit it in right here and here we are. So I'm going to fit it in right here. So let me see how that fits in. So yeah, this is what we have and yeah, we're going to bring in the text as well. So I'm going to say this text, Ctrl D, and I'm going to drag it to this place. I'm going to bring it to the front, of course, so that I can see that. So I'll bring it to the front. So far so good. We've been able to come this far and you know what all this is about. So I'm going to make sure this is the blog session. So that will be the blog and here we are. So blog in the middle, yes. So there we are. And I could just easily click on this. It's well centered, everything is all right. So yeah, there we are. And coming back here, I need to change that image, so I'll access my Unsplash plugin, just like the same thing we'll be doing over and over again. So I'm going to just access my Unsplash plugin and I'm going to look for blog right now. So I'm going to look for blog right away and yeah, I am. So I'm looking for blog and this is okay. I think this will be better for me right now, so I'm going to use that. So that will change that, will change the dimension of that. So this will be the blog, yes. Okay, so I could say this could be right here, yes, and this could be changed. Let me access that text field. So I'm going to come to the library and this is the primary color. So okay, so I could just have that deleted since this is carrying a blog. So yeah, could do this. So right now we have the Without Creative Studio, the blog forum. So all I have to do now, I could just bring in this actually. So I'll Ctrl D this. I'll Ctrl D this just to make our work easier. Then I'll bring to front, of course. I think it's at front already. So yeah, so I'm going to close all this and here we are. So I'm going to bring this in. I could make it smaller just to make it fit in. Yeah, so it's going to fit into this place. So this is what we have. So this will be okay, so this could be right here and yeah, so we are good to go. So this could be right here. So let's do something like this and let's take this a little bit further. So this could be right here, so we could just change the whole thing and here we are. So what I want to do now is to bring in my, yeah, let me bring in something like this. So I would, okay, yeah, so we are good to go. So let's just build. Let me Ctrl D this. I'll Ctrl D that to bring something like this, similar to this. So we're going to have something like this and I'll Ctrl D again, so to have something like this right there. and let me just do it at the 3 grid, and I'll just increase this to like this level. So I'll increase it to like this level, and let me bring in my components. So I'll come to my assets and I'll access my design components, the ones I created. So I'll say yeah, and we're going to have the navigation. I'm going to insert that as an instance, and this comes here. So it comes right here into the design frame. And okay, so we could actually make it go down a bit, so we could have a view more session. So we could say this, and I would say yeah, something like this. Then we could have scroll down to view more, yeah, something like a button like that. So let me look for this. So let me, okay, so let me bring this in. Let me insert this. So we could insert this, and this will be the button. We could say view all, then there'll be another page to do that. So we have this, and we just designed a blog page. All we have to do is just to change here. So we're going to say view more. We could say view all, yes, it could be view all. Then we're going to have the contents. We can change all the content. So yes, come to Unsplash right here. So I will come to the Unsplash plugins. Just not to waste our time too much, let me just do a little bit of this. So let's come to the Unsplash plugins, and let's look for, okay, let's look for Bitcoin. So let's say Bitcoin. Let's see what we have right now. So let's see the Bitcoin photo. So we could bring in something like this. So I would bring in something like this personally. So I'll just take this in. So yes, do that. Oh, Control Z. So let's Control Z that. Yeah. So we're going to do that actually. So let me just select, let me select that and take this in. So yes, that will be Bitcoin. Then right now let's change this to like a programming. Yes, let's look for programming. Let's look for a programming image. So we're going to change that image as well. So yes, I could just click on that and take something like this in. So that will be placed as well, and yeah, we are good to go. So right now we're just going to change some of the tests. So this would be cryptocurrency. So I'll change that test. I'll say cryptocurrency. Yes, so that will be cryptocurrency. And yeah, I'm going to just have something like this. I would say cryptocurrency for beginners. That will be that, cryptocurrency for beginners. Yeah, so this could be like a 29, the date should be 29, and yeah, so it's going to be a read more, and we could go on and on. Then this will be like coding, so I'll change the category to coding, and I would say, okay, I'll say programming for everyone. Yes, and this will be like a 28. So this will be like a 28. Yes, okay, Control Z. Yeah, so that will be a 28, and there will be a view all right here. So we have this as the blog, and we are good to go. So we could change this on from Unsplash. So let me change this from Unsplash. So I'll say, okay, let me access the plugins, and let me change that from Unsplash. So I'll come to Unsplash, and I would say read. I'll look for something like read, and let's see what that will be. So we change our photo, so we could have something more, something that we could use for blog. So let's see what to use. So we could just have something like, let me see right now, so that's something to just represent the blog. So let's see what we have right now. So let me just do this, let me bring that in. So yeah, there we are, and yeah, so we're going to bring this in something like this, and okay, I'm just going to make sure everything is okay right now. Yeah, so I'm going to say Control D. So this will be Control D, and I'm going to bring this up, so bring to front, and this will be somewhere here. So I'm going to change this to the primary color. Come here and change it to prime color. I would say blog. So this will be blog, and here we are. So we're going to have something like this, and yeah, so here we are, and we are good to go. So yes, just something like this, and okay, so this could be, let's see, align to center. So this could be centered, and let's see what we have right now. So okay, so coming back here, let me just see the layout from here. So I'm going to say this should be centered this way, and that way, yeah, we are good to go. So that will be blog, and there we are. So we just designed the blog page. So we designed the first screen for our mobile app, or more than first screen. So we have this, we have this, we have this, we have this, and we have this. So I'm going to have this deleted, and that will be the blog page. So in the next session, we're going to talk about user experience and how to prototype all these designs we've done so far. I hope to see you in the next lesson. See you there.